It's been an emotional season. We had to make some pretty big decisions. Buying Dominion scared me, but it looks like it was worth it. Things on the ground have been a lot better than expected. We have a very real deadline for getting everything done, so we started early. That's really important this year because it's a big year for Sling Parker Schnabel. He's known for his unwavering determination and success in gold mining, but what just happened has everyone talking. New moves could change everything. Whether it's a new venture, a big loss, or a surprising turn in his mining business, 180, 200, oh yeah, 24 by 65, that's not bad. The story is moving quickly, so stay tuned as we find out what's really going on with one of TV's most famous miners. Parker Schnabel's life, both on and off the screen, has been the subject of endless debate and interest. What changes took place in Parker's life after he became famous? What problems has he solved? What successes has he celebrated? And how has his journey changed his professional and personal life since his first appearance on Gold Rush? Parker was born on July 22, 1994 in Hanson, Alaska, a beautiful small town known for its rugged terrain and long mining history. For Parker, mining wasn't just a job option, it was a family tradition. His grandfather, John Schnabel, ran the Big Nugget Mine, a famous mining company in Alaska, and he had a big impact on Parker's early life. To retire at age 25, you'll probably need a few $1,000,000, maybe $2 million. If you're smart, don't shut down my crew until you talk to me. Who's the boss? Parker worked in the mining industry from a young age, watching his grandfather run the business with great skill. Unlike most kids his age who were busy with school sports and hanging out with friends, Parker was busy learning how to run heavy machinery, figuring out mining logistics, and keeping an eye on workers. People don't always get the chance to work with their hands, but Parker did, and it helped him build a strong foundation. By the time he was in his teens, he had already shown that he was a great mining leader and could make good decisions. These traits set him apart and set him on a path that was anything but average, leading to a bright future in the mining business. Parker Schnabel made his debut on the reality show Gold Rush when he was only 16 years old. At that time, his grandfather John Schnabel was already a well-known figure among fans. Parker's early appearances on the show, I'm going to the UK, holy 1,129, oh my gosh, slow, showed him as a dedicated member of the Big Nugget Mine team helping with the family's mining operations. Even though he was so young, Parker quickly proved that he was mature beyond his years and genuinely interested in the specifics of the mining operation. 700 ounce, week 72, 38.50, over 700 in 1 week. That's crazy. Parker's goals were much bigger than just carrying on his family's mining business. Parker's responsibilities in the family business grew a lot as he got older. One of the most important events in his early career was when his grandfather gave him control of the Big Nugget Mine. At 16, he was given full control of a gold mining operation, which would have scared someone twice his age. This important decision was it was a family gesture that showed J.N. Schnabel's unwavering trust and confidence in his grandson Parker. Parker's grandfather believed that Parker, despite being young, had the skills and determination to lead the mine into the future. Running the Big Nugget Mine wasn't easy for Parker. He was suddenly put in charge of making important decisions about the mine's operations, managing a team of workers, and increasing gold production. Parker was up for the challenge of streamlining operations, pushing his team to do better, and using more efficient mining techniques. Even though gold mining is inherently unpredictable, Parker was able to lead Big Nugget Mine to higher productivity and profitability. However, this success wasn't achieved without problems. The gold mining industry is fundamentally unpredictable. Machines can break down at any time, bad weather can slow down progress, and finding gold is not always easy. Parker's learning curve was steep. He had to deal with a lot of hard lessons that often came at a cost, but he was able to handle them thanks to his quick thinking and ability to adapt to new situations. As Parker gained experience, it became clear that his goals went beyond the family business. He was thankful for the chance to run Big Nugget Mine, but he wanted to do more. Parker wasn't happy just carrying on his grandfather's legacy, he wanted to create his own. In 2012, Parker made a decision that would have a huge impact on his future. He quit Big Nugget Mine and started his own business. At age 18, Parker already had a lot of valuable experience in the gold mining industry, but starting his own business came with its own set of challenges. His preferred destination was the Klondike, which is known for its extraordinary natural beauty. With so many gold reserves and a long history of mining, going into independent mining was a risky move for someone so young, but Parker was determined to make his own way to success. His drive drove him to make a name for himself in the gold mining industry. The The Klondike is known for its harsh conditions, including bitterly cold weather, rough and remote terrain, and the never-ending uncertainty of finding gold. Many experienced miners had come and gone, but Parker saw something different. Even though there were a lot of problems, he went into the Klondike with a small crew and few resources, determined to make his own way. Parker had an uphill battle because he was working on a very small budget compared to some of his competitors who had a lot of money and high-tech tools. He had to rent tools, get money, and build a strong team from scratch. Permafrost is called that for a reason. It's always frozen. While he deals with the challenges of running a large-scale mining operation, something he has never done before. But Parker has something that many others don't: grit, a strong work ethic, and a lot of experience from his time at Big Nugget Mine. His first season in the Klondike wasn't easy. There were many setbacks, from mechanical problems to unpredictable weather and learning the ropes in such a profession. Parker's ability to deal with problems, change his plans on the spot, and keep his eye on the prize set him apart from others who might have given up. By the end of his first season, Parker had done what many people thought was impossible. He had extracted more gold than many experienced miners in the area and shown himself and everyone watching that he could run a successful business by himself. This success did more than just gain him fame. Parker's mining activities quickly became the focus of Gold Rush, which made him famous as one of the most ambitious and bright young miners in the industry. While Parker's journey is mostly seen as one of success, it hasn't been easy or without sacrifices. Gold mining is inherently a very hard and risky business, and Parker has had to deal with a lot of problems along the way. From broken equipment to financial stress and the constant hump, Parker's career has been full of challenges that would test even the most experienced miners. One of the hardest challenges Parker has faced is the huge physical and mental toll that gold mining takes. It's more than a job, it's a way of life that requires constant focus, long hours, and an unwavering dedication to success. Parker has had to endure weeks or months of solitude while working in remote areas with harsh weather, which is hard on the equipment. I'm having a hard time getting this done right now, but it will get done. Mining in the Klondike is especially hard because the summers are short and the winters are long and harsh. Parker is under even more pressure to find enough gold to not only cover the costs of the operation, but also make a profit. The stakes are high and failure is always a possibility. Parker has suffered from more than just the physical effects of mining. The emotional and mental strain of constantly high expectations from his TV audience and his business have driven him to the verge gold rush. Viewers have seen Parker's temper flare more than once. Whether it's because of broken equipment at the worst possible time, fights with crew members, or the constant worry about whether they'll find enough gold to make the operation worth it. Parker's love for mining is clear, but it's also clear that the demanding nature of the job has worn him down at times as Parker has worked harder and harder to be successful, but it's had an effect on his personal life. He's talked about how the long hours and stress have made him feel alone, cutting him off from friends and family, and preventing him from spending quality time with the people who matter most. Despite all of his success, it's a reminder that even when you're at the top of your game, you still have to make sacrifices. Parker Schnabel's rise to fame has required him to make many sacrifices. Many of these problems come from how hard gold mining is. Parker has said in interviews that working in remote areas for months at a time has had a big effect on his personal life, making it hard to keep relationships going while he's gone for so long. Parker has been honest about the emotional damage this has caused, saying that his obsessive focus on mining and success has made it hard to keep relationships going. "I'm sorry, Brandon, I shouldn't have said that. You've come so far and you've been doing a great job," often makes him feel alone. The demands of running a successful mining company have made him distant from people around him, making it hard to keep close friendships and personal connection. At times, his addiction to gold has even hurt his mental health. Despite these problems, Parker has never wavered in his commitment to his career. He knows the emotional costs and the stresses of his job, but he keeps going because he is passionate and ambitious. Parker sees these problems as just part of the price he pays for being successful. He wants to keep going and get better, even when things get hard. Parker's grandfather, John Schnabel, has always been an important figure in his life and business. John was more than just a great miner. He was also a beloved character on Gold Rush and a big mentor to Parker. Their relationship had a big effect on Parker's growth as a child. John's presence on the show and in Parker's life was crucial to his development, giving him wisdom and direction that he relied on heavily, especially in his early years. John Schnabel, who owned Big Nugget Mine, shared his lifetime of experience with his grandson. Gold Rush viewers could easily see how close they were, with John's steady, calm demeanor giving Parker stability as he faced the many challenges of running a mining business. But John also helped beyond. John Schnabel taught Parker about hard work, persistence, and how important it is to treat others with respect. These lessons have had a lasting effect on Parker and affect how he handles both his personal and professional life. In 2016, the Schnabel family suffered a terrible loss when John Schnabel died at the amazing age of 96. For Parker, this wasn't just the loss of a family member, it was the loss of a friend. Parker has often talked about how much he misses his grandfather's knowledge, advice, and constant presence in his life. John's death left a clear emotional gap, not only in Parker's heart, but also across the Schnabel family. John had been the stabilizing force in Parker's life, and his death truly marked the end of an era for both Parker and the whole family. Despite the devastating emotional impact, Parker has worked hard to uphold his grandfather's legacy by following the lessons John taught Parker. Even though JN isn't physically present, his morals of hard work, honesty, and integrity continue to guide him as a child and as a person. His influence on Parker's life is still very strong, affecting the decisions he makes and the way he runs his mining business. Parker has made it clear that his grandfather's memory and the values he taught him will always be a part of his path. As Gold Rush has become more popular over the years, Parker's role on the show has grown since he first appeared on it. Parker was seen as an up-and-coming miner as a teenager, eager to learn and follow in his grandfather's footsteps. But as the seasons went on, viewers saw him change from a determined young man to an experienced professional. Today, he is known as one of the show's most memorable characters and one of the most successful miners in the Klondike. Each season brings new problems like broken equipment, lack of money, and the unpredictable nature of gold finds. Parker sees each new mining season as a chance to push his limits, take bigger risks, and solidify his position as one of the best miners in the business. But we're just going to fight it all season, we're not going to put our foot on the brakes with the sling, and we're going to focus on our stripping. Fans have watched him grow as a miner and then as a leader, taking on more responsibility in running one of the most productive operations on Gold Rush, his trip. One of the reasons Parker Schnabel has become a fan favorite on Gold Rush is his incredible work ethic and unwavering drive for success. Parker isn't the type of guy to sit back and let others take charge. He's right there in the middle of it all, running machinery, solving problems, and putting in long hours with his crew. His passion and hands-on attitude have earned him the respect of his teammates, and the Parker's leadership and determination have been put to the test with each victory as new opportunities and problems have come up. Parker's adventure on Gold Rush has not been without its problems. The pressure to produce results for both the show and his mining company has created awkward situations, and fans have seen him get angry when his high goals clash with the unpredictable nature of mining. Tensions with crew members and sudden setbacks have tested Parker's patience, but he keeps going. As Parker's fame grew, he learned from his mistakes and became a better leader. His success has led to business ventures, speaking engagements, and collaborations outside of mining, but his heart is still in mining, and it's clear that his love for the gold mining industry has kept him going over the years. Parker's leadership growth has been a standout part of his journey on Gold Rush, starting as a young, experienced teenager in a field dominated by experienced miners. Parker has grown into a strong and smart leader. His style of leadership is still hands-on. He is always in the middle of things, operating heavy machinery, maintaining equipment, and dealing with problems head-on with his workers. This approach has earned him their respect because it shows that he is willing to work hard with them. Parker's leadership career has had its ups and downs, but he has emerged as advising an advisor to empower fans now admire Parker Schnabel as a strong, determined leader. In the early seasons of Gold Rush, Parker's unwavering drive for success often made him angry when things didn't go as planned. His high standards and need to be perfect sometimes clashed with the unpredictable nature of mining, which led to arguments with his crew or tense situations on site. But as time went on, Parker learned to balance his intense ambition with the need for a more positive and productive work environment. Parker has grown as a person. Parker has changed as a person and a leader over time. In recent seasons, he has become more mature and thoughtful. He has gained confidence in his leadership role and learned to rely on his team to do the daily tasks of running the mining operation. While he still holds his workers to his high standards, he has better understood their problems and learned how important it is to listen to what they have to say. Parker's growth as a leader shows that he can learn from his mistakes and keep getting better. Parker is calmer, more patient, and better able to handle the stresses of running a large-scale mining operation while keeping his eye on success. He has had a lot of financial success in gold mining over the years, mining millions of dollars worth of gold and building his net worth into the tens of millions, making him one of the richest miners on Gold Rush. Despite his success, Parker is focused on pushing himself and growing his business. Parker has said in Parker's long-term goals include expanding his business, finding new gold deposits, and making mining more efficient. He's always looking for ways to get better, whether that means buying better equipment. I love putting his wash plants on that big old mountain. We're almost at the top. Hiring skilled workers or looking into new opportunities. Parker's interests go beyond mining. His success on Gold Rush has opened up doors in other fields, and he has shown a desire to explore them. Parker Schnabel has shown that he is willing to take risks and take on new challenges in real estate, technology, and other areas as he builds on his many great achievements. What does Parker Schnabel's latest journey mean for his future in the gold mining world? Is he facing a challenge or setting the stage for something bigger? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to stay up to date on all the latest news, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more fun content.